Hello everyone, myself Deepak Shah from New Catholic Mission School Jhabwa, and today's topic is for class 12th, chapter 5 of mathematics. The name of chapter is continuity and differentiability. So continuity we discussed in our previous video. So now we move towards the concept of differentiability. Concept of differentiability is not a new word for class 12th students because we use this differentiability concept in our previous class 11th in chapter 13 limits and derivatives. In class 11th we use the word derivatives. Okay, so derivative and differentiabilities are almost same concept, not much difference in both concept. So same formulas and same concept of derivative we start to solve questions of differentiability. So differentiability, what is differentiability? Let f be a real function, f be any real function, and C is a point in its domain, then f is said to be differentiable at C if f dash d by dx of fx equals to f dash x, or d by d c of fc equals to f dash c. So this is called differentiability. Okay, so differentiability means change in value of function with respect to any variable. It may be x, it may be t, it may be y, or any variable. So this is all about differentiability. And now in this differentiability we solve questions of derivatives of composite functions, second derivatives of implicit functions, and derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, so these three topics we discussed today, and this composite functions derivatives are in exercise 5.2, and exercise 5.3 NCERT is of implicit function and inverse trigonometric functions. So what is composite function? If the function has two functions, okay, it means it may be a sine cos x, there are two functions, sine and cos, or sine x cos x, there are two functions, first and second. So this is called composite function. What is implicit function? Implicit function is in the form of equation. It means xy plus y equals to sine x, LHS and RHS. If we have LHS and RHS, then it is called implicit functions. And inverse trigonometric functions, we all know inverse functions, sine inverse x plus cos inverse x equals to x. If this type of questions we then it is inverse trigonometric functions. So these three types of questions we have in these three exercises. So we move towards formulas, some basic formulas which we also used in class 11th. Derivatives formula, d by dx of x to the power n, first formula of the derivatives or differentiability, n x to the power n minus 1. Second, d by dx of constant term is 0. d by dx of sin x is cos x, and d by dx of cos x equals to minus sin x, d by dx of tan x equals to sec square x, d by dx of cosec x is minus cosec square cosec x cot x, d by dx of sec x is sec x tan x, and d by dx of cot x is minus cosec square x. These all formulas are of class 11th. Okay. So we use these formulas in our exercise 5.2. So let's move towards exercise 5.2, question number 1. 5.2, question number 1. Question is sin bracket x square plus 5. Okay. We have to find the derivative or differentiate this following function with respect to x. Here the variable is x and we have to differentiate it with respect to x. So first we write differentiate with respect to x. So we write it as d by dx of sin x square plus 5. So first we differentiate this sin. Okay. What is the differentiation of sin x? Differentiation of sin x is cos x. So we write it as cos, and here the value of x is x square plus 5. Okay. So differentiation of this sin is cos x square plus 5. Now we differentiate this bracket. So in this bracket we have x square. Differentiation of x square is by this formula, 2x to the power 2 minus 1, nx to the power n minus 1. So we write it as 2x. Differentiation of x square is 2x, and differentiation of 5 is constant. So differentiation of constant term is 0. So the answer is 2x cos x square plus 5. This is composite function. Okay. We have two type of functions, sine function and x square plus 5. Now next question. Question number 4. Sec tan root x. Okay. Sec tan and root x. So first differentiate with respect to x. So d by dx of sec tan root x. Okay. So first differentiation of sec, and this, if we take this term as x, so sec x, differentiation of sec x is sec x tan x. So differentiation of sec tan root x is sec tan root x and tan root x. Okay. At the place of x we write tan root x. So differentiation of sec complete. Now differentiation of tan. Okay. Differentiation of tan x is sec square x. So it is sec square root x. Now differentiation of root x. Differentiation of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. Okay. Why? Because root x means x to the power 1 by 2, and if we differentiate it, then 1 by 2 x to the power 1 by 2 minus 1. So it becomes 1 by 2 root x. Okay. So this is the answer, sec tan x, this and this. Okay. Next, question number 5. 5.2, question number 5. Sin ax plus b upon cos cx plus d. Okay, we have two functions, numerator and denominator. So by quotient rule from class 11th we use this quotient rule. Second function d by dx of first function minus first function d by dx of second function upon square of second function. This is first function and this is second function. So second function cos cx plus d, d by dx of first function is sin ax plus b minus first function sin ax plus b, d by dx of cos cx plus d upon square of denominator cx plus d square. Okay. Now we differentiate it. So cos cx plus d as it is, d by dx of sin x plus b, d by dx of sin is cos ax plus b as it is. Now we differentiate this ax plus b. Differentiation of x is 1, so a, and differentiation of b is 0. So this is the differentiation of sin x plus b, minus sin ax plus b as it is, and differentiation of cos is minus sin cx plus d, and differentiation of cx is c, differentiation of d is 0. So this is the differentiation of cos cx plus d, and this cos square cx plus d. So this is the answer of question number 5. Now one more question from this exercise. Question number 6. Cos x cube sin x to the power 5, sin square x to the power 5. So there are two functions, first and second, both are in multiplication. So we use product rule. First d by dx of second plus second d by dx of first. We take this term as first, and this is the second term. So first as it is, d by dx of second plus second d by dx of first. So first as it is, cos x cube, differentiation of this. So first we differentiate this power, so we get 2 sin x to the power 5. Okay, then differentiation of this sin is cos x to the power 5, and differentiation of x to the power 5 is 5x to the power 4. Okay, then plus sin square x to the power 5, differentiation of cos is minus sin x to the power 3, and differentiation of this is 3x square. Okay, so this is the question number 6. Now next exercise 5.3, which deals with the derivatives of implicit functions. Implicit functions. Implicit functions are the functions which are in the form of equations. Okay. So question number 2 of 5.3 exercise. Question is 2x plus 3y equals to sin y. Okay. Differentiate with respect to x. So 2 d by dx of x plus 3 d by dx of y equals to d by dx of sin y. Okay. D by dx of x is 1 plus 3 d by dx of y, it means it is dy by dx, and d by dx of sin y is cos y dy by dx. Sin differentiate cos, and differentiation of y is dy by dx. So we take this 2 dy by dx term as one side. So 2 equals to cos y dy by dx plus 3 dy by dx, not plus, it's minus, and now 2 equals to cos y minus 3 dy by dx. So 2 upon cos y minus 3 equals to dy by dx. This is the differentiation of question number 2. Similarly, question number 5, we solve question number 5 of exercise 5.3. Question number 5 is x square plus xy plus y square equals to 100. Differentiate with respect to x. So d by dx of x square plus d by dx of xy plus dy dx of y square equals to d by dx of 100. So first differentiation of x square is 2x plus these are two functions. So we use product rule. First d by dx of second plus second d by dx of first plus differentiation of y square is 2y and differentiation of y is dy by dx. Differentiation of constant term, 100 is constant, so differentiation of constant term is 0. Now 2x plus x, differentiation of y is dy by dx plus y, differentiation of x is 1 plus 2y dy by dx equals to 0. So these two terms are of dy by dx, x plus 2y equals to, these two are in right hand side, so minus 2x minus y. So dy by dx equals to minus common, so 2x plus y upon x plus 2y. This is the answer of question number 5. So in this way you can easily solve this implicit functions questions. Now next question, question number 9. So in exercise 5.3 from question number 9 to 15 we have inverse trigonometric functions. So first we know the differentiation of inverse functions. So d by dx of sine inverse x, derivative of sine inverse x is 1 upon root 1 minus x square. These are the formulas or derivatives. D by dx of cos inverse x is minus 1 upon root 1 minus x square. D by dx of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. D by dx of cot inverse x is minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. D by dx of cosec inverse x equals to 1 upon under root minus 1 upon under root x square minus 1, and d by dx of sec inverse x is 1 upon x root x square minus 1. So these are the values of derivatives of inverse functions: sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, cot inverse, cosec inverse and sec inverse. There are 6 derivatives which we use in this exercise 5.3, question number 9 to 15. So question number 9, y equals to sine inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square, 2x upon 1 plus x square, let x equals to tan theta. So y equals to sine inverse 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, we know that 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is the formula of sine 2 theta. So we write it as sine inverse sine 2 theta, and in previous chapters we know the values of sine inverse sine theta equals to theta. So sine inverse sine 2 theta is equals to 2 theta, and value of theta from this is tan inverse x. Okay, so x equals to tan theta. If we move tan in LHS, then we get tan inverse x equals to theta. So y equals to 2 tan inverse x, value of theta. Now differentiate with respect to x. So dy by dx equals to 2 d by dx of tan inverse x, dy by dx equals to 2, derivative of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. This is the answer of question number 9. Similarly, question number 12 or 13. Question number 12 or 13. Question number 13. Y equals to cos inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. Same, we put x as 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. and value of 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is sin 2 theta. So here we have cos and here we have sin. So we change this sign into cos. Cos inverse cos 90 minus theta. We know that cos 90 minus theta equals to sin theta. So we write it in this form. So cos inverse cos theta is theta. So y equals to pi by 2 minus 2 theta, or y equals to pi by 2 minus 2, and value of theta is again tan inverse x. Tan inverse x. Now differentiate dy by dx of pi by 2 minus 2 dy by dx of tan inverse x. Dy by dx equals to value of pi by 2 is 0 minus 2, value of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So this is question number 13. Okay. One more question from this exercise, question number 14. Question number 14. Y equals to sine inverse 2x root 1 minus x square. So let x equals to sine theta. We put x equals to sine theta. So what we get? Y equals to sine inverse 2 sine theta root 1 minus sine square theta. Y equals to sine inverse 2 sine theta. 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. So sine inverse 2 sine theta cos theta, and we know that sine 2 sine theta cos theta is sine 2 theta, value of sine 2 theta, and sine inverse sine theta is 2 theta. Value of theta from this is sine inverse x. So now y equals to 2 sine inverse x. Now we differentiate with respect to x. So d by dx of y equals to 2 d by dx of sine inverse x. So it's dy by dx equals to 2. Value of sine inverse x is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. This is the answer or derivative of this function. So this is all about exercise 5.2 and 5.3, and okay, thank you.